Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eagle Stadium for tonight's extra spicy contest between the East Fairmont Bees and your homestanding Robert C. Byrd Flying Eagles. I'm Gabe Rhodes.
I'm Stephen Kennedy.
And we got a special guest this evening, ladies and gentlemen. On our production side, Nicholas George is joining us. He's going to work our graphics. We're pretty excited.
He does everything.
Everything. Listen, he's Captain America for the team, and he's great.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nick George.
Yep.
Steve, let me tell you something. We've got an interesting evening with these two groups.
Mm-hmm.
Senior, like we were talking about, or not, excuse me, senior. My apologies, Fairmont, East Fairmont families.
They're going to swarm you like bees, man.
Oh, gosh. They're going to swarm you like bees. They've got good defense.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't really played a team with a good collected defense yet this season.
Yeah, in the 5 games they've played, they've only given up 5 total goals, and 4 of those were to Charleston Catholic, who also scored 4 against RCB, and it's just shown to be really dynamic. So there's no shame in giving up 4 goals to a team like that. But against they've only given up to the other 4 opponents 1 total goal. So that just tells all that you need to say about how good their
unit is together.
Their defense, and how well they play together, and how well they understand the game. Coming in ranked 13, RCB boys coming in ranked 4th in the state. So you got 2 top 15 teams here, and a big Big Ten contest, because you got to think, if you're RCB, with the win over Bridgeport, which is usually one of the top teams in the in AAA, but also obviously one of the top teams in the Big Ten, you got to be thinking maybe the Big Ten championship's not exactly outside the realm of possibility, because you beat teams like East Fairmont. I mean, it's a long way to go, but yes, you still have this game tonight against a really good East Fairmont team. You got games against Fairmont Senior coming up and other top-notch teams, but you find a way to get one. If you can find a way to get one here, that's what I'm saying. It might go a long way to possibly getting a Big Ten championship.
Well, but it's another test. Like I said, you're going to go against teams with offensive firepower. Clearly, Bridgeport has that. Senior's going to have that. You're going to see that with Grafton.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to be able to figure out how to unlock teams too.
Yep.
And because all of the elite teams of the Big Ten are nice step there from Caden.
Yeah, but they were getting a little bit of a giveaway there on the sidelines there. But fortunately, RCB, and they were able to get numbers back here. And like I said, there's a lot of good skilled players here from East Fairmont. So they're definitely a team that's well put together, well coached. You can tell they keep good shape. They're not going to get out of it. This is a game where, that's a nice ball. Can Corsini get to it? I guess technically if you're allowed to stiff arm a guy, you won't get to it.
Right. What?
Sorry.
Now listen, I'll also tell you. Jackson McCain
just got hip check there.
A little bit. Listen, but young man stood up. He's a freshman, but he's putting some strength in. Is it just me, or does the keeper from East Fairmont have a very impressive mullet? Mm-hmm. It looks like a mullet. Yeah, I would say that's unfortunate. As a former Liberty high school Mountaineer, I know a lot about that haircut. Yeah. But come on, man.
He's here for business.
He's here to party.
But I would say if he finds a way to win, he's going to be able to go right from the business to the party so quickly.
Right. So he's all about the celebration.
Yep,
all about the celebration.
Oh, nice try there, but Gabbert with a little bit of a mistouch, and here comes the Bees. But nice job by Caden.
Caden Min at the top of the diamond is playing really well this year. Yeah. And he's got to be careful. I mean, he's a taller kid. He's very strong.
Yep. That was a good job of him using his strength to kind of turn on that last play.
And to take the ball and move it in one fluid motion. Yeah. That's foot skill.
Yep. Now, leading the way for RCB tonight will be, so far this year, it's been obviously Caleb Unego and Braden Thomason, who have scored 15 of RCB's.
Ooh. They've scored 15 of RCB's what?
Like 19 goals, I think.
Yeah, they're a pretty substantial duo. Yeah, it's nice to have two. Caleb was playing at top as the number 9.
Yep.
Braden underneath is like a second striker.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they've played really good offensive soccer.
And to give Corsini a lot of credit, even though he's yet to score, he has 6-7 assists.
He's in the top 5 of assists in the state right now.
Yeah, I mean, incredible.
And listen, the foul that just got called down there on him is, the razor's edge of Caden, what Caden Min did 5 minutes earlier. He got a little more of the man that needed the ball. Ref called it. They are looking over the top here frequently.
Yep, and almost got there, but fortunately Chandler was able to recover and play it good. Yeah, he just misjudged it, but fortunately was able to get back and do a good job of recovery. So it's always hard when you're a defender on the playing a lot of fullback in my career. It's hard, those long diagonal balls, they're so tough.
Well, especially because if you're a wingback, normally you're not, or an outside back, you're not normally the taller kid in the group.
Yep. Good job coming up there by Wyatt Crislip.
Good check by Wyatt. Like, that could have been tough. Is that now distribution is hard.
Yeah.
If he hit but he saw Jackson on the bike there a little bit, and I bet if he had just put a little farther in front of him, would have been a nice shot.
It would have been a really long throw. I mean, he was well inside his 18, and that was out to about the 40. So nice little give and go there for the Bees, and they're gonna one time and nice
good save.
Oh, but here comes it's great save there.
An offside call. There
offside,
we go. Useful. Listen. Yeah. That was a great save from White Crystal.
Yeah.
Great save for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, athletic.
Yeah.
Very, behind him a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think it was going in. I think he would have been safe, but
but you can't take that risk.
No.
Yeah. If you can get to it, you get to it.
For sure.
And like I said, for a freshman, just like I said, once again, there's a nice little ball he put there to midfield. Can Jackson McCain run it down? He's going to try, but. Good job of shielding by the Bees defender. And
interesting. Looks like are we playing in a back three?
Yep.
No Xavier Sennett tonight?
I know. Xavier Sennett's over there. I see him over there. He's on the far side. Is that him? 34 in the blue shoes?
Maybe. Okay, yeah, it's just rotation. Never mind. Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that. They do a lot of keeping three back and letting their wing backs kind of overload on the right and
Caleb.
left.
Caleb's got a chance.
Good
nice
ball there
over to
from
Braden.
Caleb Unego.
Can
he?
He's going to try to get
Jackson.
to McCain. Can McCain get there? But no.
He's fast. Listen, Jackson's very, very fast.
Yep.
But that was asking a lot.
No, that was a little too far. But it was a good idea. It was a good thought.
Pretty smart.
And I think anytime you can try to get McCain running forward while
and get him one-on-one
running forward while the other guys has to run backwards, he's going to outrun anybody running backwards, any defender in the state. So if you can weigh the ball properly, it'll be there.
Right, and so
it's just you got to just.
But like you said, with the other, against Chandler, those diagonal balls are hard.
Yep.
Especially when you have a guy who's as fast as Jackson is. Yep. Who's just harassing you? Even if he's not the tallest guy on the field.
Nice play by the nice little one touch too on that give and go but that's a little far out there. As Hawkins there will get it.
Well, and this is interesting. The Bees seem to be testing the wings of RCB. That's where they're not. A lot of teams will try and go right down the center.
Yeah.
A technically gifted team is going to try to stretch you.
Yeah, and they are.
And that's what they're trying to do. That is exactly what they're trying to do.
Xavier Sennett will knock that one out, and we're about 7.5 minutes into the game. Still nothing. Bees have looked really good. Honestly, they've had the better of the play so far.
We've been in the RCB half a little too much for my taste.
Yeah. We got to find a way to control the ball a little bit better, but as that's going to be off of Hawkins. It's hard on those plays when you're going back.
Right, when you're in a tight space, and it's a bad place for a central defender to be.
Yeah.
Because you're turned away from the field.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out.
You're running toward your own goal, so
right.
It's hard to play it out.
And the problem is if he turns and there's a defender on him, it's a goal. He's going to get picked, and especially at this level. You're going to get picked and you're going to get scored on.
Yeah. So you almost just have to play it out there, but that gives a dangerous opportunity here for the Bees. And Jackson McCain.
I heard his keeper scream for him.
I better say, if White screamed for it, then that should have been his ball. McCain needs to just jump out of the way.
Well, and it very much say, hey, mine, keep, mine.
But obviously from here I couldn't quite hear if he said it. And so we will have our first substitution of the day as as Gabbert will come out and J.D. Ford will come in.
You know, I think that's going to be Isaiah is a really good creative player.
Nice job, and he gets held, but they're going to play on. Can he? He's got one time.
Good.
Yeah!
There you go. That is a great goal to turn around and set. Go to capture replay, and then all the way over the end. Last one.
Yeah. As that was a great job by Caleb Unego on that one time to put it perfectly on the right side.
Good follow from Caleb. I mean, that strength, that's exactly what you're supposed to do as a striker and as a number 9. Like, you have to bully two guys to get the goal.
He found a way to get that possession, and then he took advantage of a mistouch there by the Bees there, and he just came through. And when he got, and that's one of those things that I've been so impressed with Caleb this year is his finishing. Like, because you've seen, it's not the first time he's had a shot like that where you're like, once again, there's nothing that keeper could have done. No keeper in the state is stopping that.
Well, and it's like a back shoulder throw in football. Like there is if you put it right there, in that side pocket, good luck.
Yeah.
Now, if a keeper saves it, great. But there was nothing he could do. That is a textbook play for a striker.
And especially with pace. It wasn't like he was like just rolled in there and
he hit it hard and hit it where he was supposed to.
And right in there.
But it's I don't know. I'm not just his strength. I'm really impressed with his soccer smarts.
Yes.
His football intelligence.
Here comes.
Yeah, get it out of there. What happened to the East Fairmont player?
I hope he's okay. They probably need to stop. Someone needs to let Robbie know. Not Robbie, sorry. Someone needs to let Sean know there's an injured player on the field. They're playing on. Someone needs to let him know.
Looks like he's
going to get up, but still, I mean, that needs to be a stoppage,
For sure.
Because who knows?
Especially right there.
Yeah.
But,
because it was after a throw-in. That's an easy way to stop. I'm just saying. And like I said,
what are you waiting on?
Now Robbie's watching the ball, so I get that. That's where the coaches, especially maybe the coach of East Fairmont, needs to yell like, "Hey, my guy's hurt. You gotta stop."
Well, but it also like Nick just said his shoes were untied, so I can understand. Also, like you're in that place where you can play advantage. Yeah. Ooh, now listen, that East Fairmont this contest between Xavier Sinnott and can you read the kid the farthest forward? Well, not the farthest forward now. 20, is that 20?
20. 20 for them is Robert Lindsay.
That he has come in. They have been battling each other the whole last 12 minutes, and he just came into Xavier Sinnott. I was waiting for a fight to start right there.
Yeah. Just to give you a heads up, for the Bees, when it comes offensively, their leading scorer is Braden Christopher, a sophomore. So you have a sophomore that's leading them right now, 3 goals so far this year. Number 23. So if you see him out there, that's their leading scorer. I think that's the guy on the far end actually over there is Braden Christopher. I think that's 23. Yeah, so that's him. Okay. So he's been their leading scorer this year. Great job by Burnett to get that one.
Smart play to let the ball roll across you and not attack it.
And then nice little triangle there as Braden gets kind of hemmed in, but that does a good job finding J.D. Ford, gives it to Corsini, gives it back to good give and go.
That is great work down the left.
Yep.
That like knowing where your player is.
Yep, just making the simple passes right to their feet, and then
the ball flies faster than you do.
Yep, and then what it does is like none of those passes look that dangerous, but what it does is just move the defense just enough, moves them around if you can find that space, and Braden almost had a run out there on the other end.
Well, and it looks like we got Eli Knott's coming in for Braden for a little bit.
Yep. Try to keep his legs, because in theory, RCB has possibly three games this week.
Nice little touch from Brad too, and he tried to get tricky there.
As tonight's the first game, and then Thursday they make the long trip across town to Notre Dame, and then on Saturday they have a game against Nicholas County, and of course we talked about how Thomason also is probably going to be playing on Friday against
Greenbrier
East. So in theory, he could be playing 4 games this week. So if there's any chance to possibly get him some rest, you got to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and it helps when you're
so
up.
We'll see about the game Thursday. Hopefully they'll play. I'm just saying because Notre Dame's had issues. They've had to cancel some games due to numbers. So I'm hoping that because for the kids at Notre Dame, I hope they get the numbers so they can actually play. You don't want any kid not to be able to play.
You don't want a Liberty situation.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope they can. Oh, it's still in. It's still in. Good job by number 10 there.
Nice hustle there from East Fairmont.
Yep.
Yeah, over the weekend at the festival, I was talking to some of the Liberty boys, and a couple of them were Liberty soccer players from last year. And they were pretty torn up about not having a team.
Yep.
It's hard.
Yep. Because I'd rather be on a bad team than no team than not get to play.
Right.
Because I played on some. I actually had a lot of fun one time. I was spring ball, and I was on a team. Maybe we were like 3 and 16 that year because we were all like freshmen playing travel soccer against like the best players in the state. So we got massacred. We lose like 8-1.
But you learned.
And also I liked the guys I played with. It was fun,
Yeah, but
we took trips. We got to do some fun stuff with some guys, and we all got better.
Well, and think about it. That group then, 2 years later when y'all were juniors, was a pretty solid little team.
Yeah, exactly. You got to take your lumps though as a young person sometimes to just get Yep.
But yeah, you're right. I think you're right about this rotation because as Braden steps in for
Unego, yeah.
3 games in a week is hard.
Yeah.
And 4 games, and one of those games you could potentially be taking shots with the helmet hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about Chandler goes back.
I don't like that ball there at all.
At all.
I would say if I were talking
and Carson Bennett, though.
Bennett. Great job by Carson there, but I would.
Good run out to Anthony. Great. Wow, in transition.
Yeah, nice job.
A little behind there to slow up the pace, but.
Well, he didn't have the numbers though, so I don't.
Well, but that transition is something that is hard to defend when guys can break like that, and to carry it over 30 yards or 40 yards.
Here comes
even
Braden,
at this level is impressive.
Playing a little bit deeper than you'd expect, but.
I think it looks like it's a little bit of a rotation thing with Carson, but
nice move by Sennett there to
Sennett.
But
he
didn't see he didn't see the ninja there with his headband, I guess.
Listen, the headband. There are a couple players on East Fairmont that have the headband. This kid's hustling.
Yep,
he's gonna wear himself out, but he's. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
He's got he's trying to show a little like a Rambo look almost with that headband and the long hair.
Right.
I'll tell you who. Just when I saw Charles Hawkins with his sleeves rolled up and the hair, and I thought he had a hair thing. I was thinking Rambo. I was like,
Charles is the toughest player on the team.
Yep.
He is. I mean, maybe it's part of the intimidation factor. I don't know that I would necessarily call Charles like a beastly Army person, but intimidation factor.
Yeah,
you got to do.
Now there's an intimidation. That was a high one.
That was
and here comes Corsini. Can he get there? He can, but good job by
a good take initially.
Good take initially, just a little far, and good job by the sweeper there for East Fairmont to find a hole. Nice
ball there.
Nice Bobby Burnett. Perfectly put, and then that gives Braden a chance to go.
His length.
And he let the guy kind of go down because he knew the guy was going to go down, so he's just like, okay. And then he slowed up, and that way he didn't let the guy take him out.
Watching this game, for Brad, I thought this year so far Brad had kind of taken a step back. Maybe this is where where he's going to find his time, like in that link place.
Yeah, he's
had 3 or 4 moments, kind of like Anthony when Anthony's on the other side, linking passes together, linking people together. Driving a little bit.
As he plays it all the way back to Chuck, who almost fortunately gets it, but Chandler hits it unfortunately a little bit back here. A little bit of an
errant touch there too.
Oh, good job by Carson using his just. Sometimes the smart thing to do is just run through you with your body and just like I'm gonna get something on it. I don't know what's gonna hit it, but it's gonna hit something. Yeah. Nice pass there. Can Eli Knotts get over there though? Not quite, and as ball over the top is that number 1 who's been really looking good. Gets another steal here.
Chandler Walls is in for
number
a fight.
1. I'm trying to look here. Who is number 1 for them? Levi Carpenter. He's so important to the Bees. They left him off their roster. So
Listen,
if you're Levi Carpenter, maybe that's why he's upset. He's like, why am I off the roster? I'm too.
Angry. Listen, yes, that's not something you take out on Fairmont or East Fairmont.
Yeah,
take it out on the SSAC.
I better say, take it off of your athletic director. That's his fault, not ours.
Tragedy.
Oh, who's the athletic director over there? Let's see. James Beckman. That's who you need to take this out on.
Terrible.
But he's playing really well. Yeah,
he's playing really well, and he's again, pace and power. It's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Now he's kind of like overrun a whole bunch, which is easy to defend and stop. But because if you get the ball as a defender, he's going to fall over.
Good job by Bradley sticking with him and just not allowing him to turn. And that's I better say that was they tried to do a quick throw in, but with all the subs there, both teams having a mass sub.
Right.
It's
kind of like you were talking about last week. This team is so deep.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not find a reason or to be on the field, and a reason to push, like look at the wholesale changes. James Barnett, Gabbert's back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're not going to see time.
As I believe LeVake is on for Walls.
Yeah.
That's Jackson LeVake. It's now J.D. Ford actually is playing a forward position right now.
Interesting.
Guy tried to do a jump kick, didn't quite work out. But Thomason's also up there. So we're halfway through the first half. RCB up 1-0 due to a moment of brilliance by Caleb Yanego, and that is the difference of the game so far.
I didn't tell you I was coming over from East Fairmont. I just come basically check out what you guys do.
Yeah, if you want to grab a seat, you're good. So, this is an interesting move. Like, it's just a back and forth kind of contest. It's kind of the two teams that are pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
Two teams that are willingly rotating their guys, kind of giving themselves a chance to get some minutes for everybody. But yeah, when you can throw a bunch of sophomores on, and still be all right.
Xavier, good job, Xavier.
Good strength there, Xavier Sennett, who switched flanks and is now playing as a left back.
Yeah. But here comes a long shot there, but Wyatt Crislip will
just calmly
pick it up. Good job for the.
That's what is best. But he didn't have to struggle for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a long shot. Just didn't get enough behind it. That's not a high percentage shot, but sometimes you got to test things out, especially if you're the Bees here.
Good step,
Xavier Sennett just couldn't quite. He's getting double teamed, but good.
Well, he's battling. Like,
look at them battle there. That was awesome. That was great.
It's not the same kid that was giving Chandler some fits, but now as the
Thomason has a chance maybe
time,
to. And nice little, because with chip over there to, I believe, McCain, and McCain needs
he's trying to find a link-up play, and I think that's going to come together at some point. But I'd like to see Braden give him some more room to run and a flatter ball at that point, because it's really hard when you set a ball up loop like that, being able to defend, being able to connect with it is really difficult.
Yeah. As we're 17 minutes and 40 seconds, we just had another sub. As I couldn't see who came in, but J.D. Ford's the one who came out.
I am not able to see right now.
Yeah. As Carson
Bennett runs the show. Like, this is – I mean,
for a freshman to be as
dynamic as he is.
Oh,
and what unassuming. Like, in talking to him in the hall, I mean, this kid is not – like, you would think for an athlete of his skill level, look what he just did
look
to
at
that guy.
Gabbert got a catch one time.
One time for Braden Thomason! Oh, what? Braden Thomason, great work down the left. Carson Bennett, that is all Carson Bennett's industry.
Yep.
That is a great little move.
Yep.
He unseated the left side, sent it to Yanego, and Yanego laid it off for a power move from Braden Thomason. What a shot, Braden Thomason. And we are 2-0, ladies and gentlemen, to RCB.
He just had put so much pace that the keeper couldn't stop it. Like, I mean, he got a hand on it, but he just couldn't get enough.
At that angle, at that speed, there's no way.
Yeah. So RCB up now 2-0 on the Bees, and that's as we said, with how good the East Fairmont defense is, that's a very good sign for RCB here to try to get a couple goals. But as we have seen, this Bees team will not go away, and they've got a lot of skill. So RCB is going to have to keep up the pressure if they're going to.
And for those of you that don't watch a whole lot of soccer, the adage is always that the 2-0 lead is the hardest to defend, because if they get a goal back here, it's another it's a change in momentum, and especially at the high school level, a goal's tough. Kids do not like giving up goals. And there's not always the will and strength to respond.
Yep. As here comes another chance up the wing here for the Bees, but good step by Min.
Yeah.
And Xavier Sennett does a good job of stepping in there.
Back on the right again.
Yep. As looks like LeVake and him are kind of maybe switching off. Gabbert there does a good job of winning
defense.
Gets over to Braden. Braden's going to look
here.
Another
touch for Yanego, but he puts it into double coverage.
Yanego get another one.
Oh, my God. Caleb Yanego. 2 goals, Caleb Yanego. I mean, seriously, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Because I thought he was going to get shepherded out into 2 guys. The center backs would just close him off. Nobody called it. Nobody talked. And Yanego just picked the ball up and said, I'm going to put the ball in the opposite corner. Stop me.
Yep.
And that was a slow roller too.
Yep.
Like
it just went. So it was just based on where he was. Obviously, he was just outside the 18. He didn't need the power shot there. All he needed was the right placement. And once again, I mean, to this point, you got, like I said, you almost feel a little bit bad for the keeper because there's really nothing he could have done on any of these shots.
No,
like there's no.
As a keeper, the center backs, you would think the center backs have got it.
I say this is the first time. Like the other goals, you could say, obviously Caleb's first goal was just. Brilliant play.
No,
I mean, even good defenders are going to give up goals like that because you're going to give up those top of 18 shots. You just hope that they don't put them in like Caleb did that one. So
wait, are we about to see the first hat trick of the Eagle Soccer Show era?
Well, let's see. 16 minutes left, but nice ball through, and Christoph does a good job. He always is good about making sure he keeps that area small so that that makes it hard for them to put those balls over the top,
right?
To try to link up behind the defenders. But it was a good job by him.
The only thing he's going to have to work on his distribution a little bit. But as a freshman, he's got time.
Yep.
Ooh, Carson Bennett just picks up the dirt.
I would say, there needs to be a little. I would say, I think there's a little bit of miscommunication between him and LeVake. McCain.
And that's all right. Back out in transition. To James Bennett. I'd like to see James drive here a little bit.
Yep. Gets it to Yanego. Can Yanego?
Interesting turn.
Just a little bit too center there for that ball.
Well, and it's hard, especially watching McCain on the other and the right side of attackers. It's hard to be the freshman or the sophomore with 2 guys, like 2 seniors who know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. This is what you talk about chemistry between 2 strikers. Like that is a rare thing in the soccer game.
As Corsini will come in for Barnett and Chandler will come in for LeVake, who put in some good minutes there.
Yeah, I mean these freshmen are putting in, and sophomores are giving you quality minutes. We kind of talked about off air.
Here comes McCain.
The numbers that you have of guys, and
he just drew a foul, but it was not called.
That's some trash.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how this team goes because you're not seeing a huge drop off in quality. We've talked about it over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's become a broken record, but it's true.
Yeah.
Now, but we will be seeing a little with Carson Bennett going out for a minute.
Yeah.
We'll see if East Fairmont's able to get some pay dirt through the middle. But at 3-0, that's a great scoreline.
Just watching that last play, though, one change they've made in the rules that I've really liked is allowing people to if you're the offensive players, to touch it inside the 18. I always thought that was kind of weird that that the offensive players would have to hold outside the 18 for the longest time. I like the fact that it gives you more options of what to do off the goal kick. Well, used to be when I was playing, if you did a goal kick, no one except for the person who was kicking the ball was allowed to touch it outside until it left the 18. So even if you were the offensive team who the team who taken, you couldn't just like use each other, like pass it in there like they just did.
Right, so you couldn't do like you've seen some strikers sneaking up behind the goalie and pinching the goal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now the if you're an offensive player, you can't be in there, I guess. If it's not your goal kick, but if you are, but here comes the Bees. Let's see how this goes. Is they're going to play it to the outside? There's a guy there. Good job by Chandler though. See, he can't save it, but he did the right thing. He got the ball. Hey, in dangerous position, you just got to get that ball out of there. If you can somehow
and a miss
hit by number 8 as he couldn't quite as nice. Look at that. That was nice, and that was a nice little sneaky play by Caleb Yanego there. Gets it to Thomason as he's looking
at
there.
How many when Thomason is on the ball, 6 guys' heads go right to him.
Yep.
Every single time.
Yep. As here comes Braden. He's gonna.
And if he could get the ball to Jackson
McCain, can McCain find one?
I'd love to see McCain finally get a goal for himself.
Yep.
Oh man.
I think he does have one goal this year, but early. But he's played well enough that he probably should get more.
He should get more. It's it's a confidence thing. I want to see him get some more goals.
We see that ball go in the back of the net. It just changes everything. It's the same thing like people talk about in baseball with hitters. Seeing the ball just
leave the yard.
Hit. Yeah. Get the hit, then that just changes how things go. Same thing with soccer offensive players. When you see the ball go in the back of the net, you just gain that confidence and. What a move by Corsini.
Listen, I thought Corsini was about to get stripped of the ball hard, and he made a nice move there.
As the Bees are trying to clear, and it looks like they will. Nice little over kick by Braden, but the Bees are going to take it the other way.
Let it go.
Let it go. Good job by Chandler, just watching it out.
Well, and I think,
and so with 11 minutes to go, RCP leads 3-0 here against the Bees.
Well, it's interesting to me that and it happens when you're up 3 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Fairmont has kind of gone into a shell.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to shield themselves off from conceding more.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they'll regroup here at half.
And like I said, this is a team that's just not used to giving up goals. They've
had great defensive games all season so far.
Yeah. So, I mean, they are probably a little bit surprised because this is not something they see very often. Nice job by Chuck to force the player to play it back away from the goal.
Well,
shot there by, but Christoph does a good job just to calmly take it, tries to distribute it there.
Distribution there.
Yeah.
Well, and
I'll tell you, just one thing that has really changed, of course, is that distribution. Because it used to be, basically in my day, it was, the keeper just punted it and you hope you won it. It wasn't, intentional or anything.
Well, it wasn't, but it's a weapon now.
It's a weapon now.
In the current game, every outfield player is we call it progressive soccer.
Yeah.
Every outfield player is looking to push the ball into the other half.
Yeah.
And then, you would think
nice pass by Sennett and great
really
touch by
Thomas. A lot of pace there, but a great little move there. Braden is torturing this poor kid.
Yeah. But here comes the Bees with a chance to maybe go the other way, and here's a nice little run out. Can Caden catch up to him? I think he will, but
I think so. Just see a good save there.
Well, he did a good job of forcing him to take that hard touch, and then Christoph did a good job coming off the line, and so good work by Min, who's played a lot. You can tell he's a little tired, so maybe that's one of those subs might be for him. But
I think might be where Gannon's going to go.
Yeah,
it looks like I can see
Xavier
and Carson back in.
Xavier with a little bit of a mistouch, and that will allow the Bees to come back the other way. But overall, though, he's really played well. I've been really happy with the way Xavier's kind of.
Xavier Sennett has been a great getting him from Liberty.
Yeah,
he's been a really dynamic player this whole season.
Yes,
and you're right. Nice call. Looks like Caden it's Braden again.
Yep.
Caden Min is
and Chuck have been
the
Iron Man,
team here. Again.
Well, at the hard thing is, I think it is the hardest position to sub for is that defense because it's one thing.
You need that pairing to be on a wavelength that Braden, like Unego and Thomason are, where they have to know where each other are, how to talk to each other, and when you have a pair that can do that and are smart about it, why are you switching it?
Yeah. And here's the thing I've always talked to whenever coaches were looking for places to, if you're going to take someone out who because scoring is so minimal in the game for a lot of times anyways, it doesn't seem like if you put in a guy he doesn't score, well, most people in the game are not going to score that day. So if you're an offensive player doesn't give you a goal, it's not like they didn't do anything. Whereas the defensive player, if you put in the wrong defensive player and you give up a goal, that can be the difference of the game, you know. But, of course, now, especially with progressive soccer, you got to be more considerate of everyone is an offensive player, and really everyone is a defender now because,
Well, it is a very true team game.
Yeah.
Teams, and that's what makes the teams that are very good at that work together like that, make it impossible. It's like a basketball team that can press. I mean, It is
nice
hard.
little chip, and if that were Friday, we'd be putting 3 up for the Bees, but it's not. It's Tuesday, and
it's a Tuesday at 6:00 in the evening, so
it doesn't count.
But good thought.
Good thought. Yeah, I think he was trying to chip.
Again,
Chris up.
you hit a shot there with Crystal having to look into the sun.
Yeah,
that's hard.
And see, it gives it up to. Men will look here, just trying to find somebody.
But watch how many times.
That was
tough touch, but still got it.
Still got it. Yeah, I better say. I like the touch
Steve,
by Ben.
Watch how many times that
slide tackle.
That Caden or Chuck are over the 50-yard line, recycling the ball back into the box.
As Caleb Unego beats one man, but can't quite get around another. As 14 does a good job of clearing. As here comes the Bees the other way with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. RCB leads 3-0.
Step from Gannon Mays, lay off to Bennett.
Over East Fairmont. Nice little triangle there with Gandon. Gets it to Chandler. There's that diagonal ball that as a defender. Almost
spilled it.
Gannon
Mays thought he was about to hit the superhero shot.
Yep.
Definitely thought he was going to hit a 30-yard bomb.
That was Caleb Unego on the shot. Oh, nice move by Thomason. Thomason looking here. He's going to give it to a 1-2 there.
And a good save from the keeper.
Good job coming off the line by the keeper there. I can't quite see who that was. 26. That's Harrison Sensel, right? Harrison Sensel had a nice little play there, so almost got an assist.
Wait, Harrison Sensel?
Or maybe I'm wrong.
No, it is Harrison Sensel.
I'm going to say 26. Like, isn't that Harrison Sensel?
You're not wrong. I didn't see him come in the game.
Yeah, he's up there at top.
Harrison Sensel.
Yeah.
Good job, Harrison Sensel.
Yep. As Chris is playing a little game there, he's just like, well, I'm just going to stand this with the ball at my feet until you guys come out and make me pick it up.
Yeah, make me pick it up. Let's do it.
That's a typical move. That's a veteran keeper move, even though he's a freshman. Obviously, at the lower levels. There's a handball. Hey, good call by Sean.
Oh, I can't believe he called that one because it was.
But I thought his angle was bad. I thought it was
a bad angle. I think he would call it.
Yep.
But then again, we know. Anyways, okay, Vendetta. Going to call a red card for nothing. Oh, Braden Thomason almost. That was a great ball.
Ball by
Was that Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony almost had another assist.
We got to get Anthony's number 4 in the state in assists. We got to get him to number 1.
Yep.
And
this time Anthony's going to take the foul.
That's a professional foul right there.
Yep.
You might call it a professional foul.
What's going on? Okay. It's Corsini's going to get talked to by Sean there.
And I don't like the hand gesture. I don't know if when Sean gives that hand gesture, you better watch out.
Yeah, I would say. And look, Sean made the call. He did the right.
He did the right thing.
It was a foul. It was called. You got to move on.
Yeah, you got the call. Don't talk. Don't.
A giveaway there by Chandler and. Almost.
Be careful,
that Levi Carpenter. You got
Pacey.
he shoots, it's deflected, but can.
And even here, you know,
Caden May was like, we're not playing this game anymore.
Heck no. He said no.
Because unfortunately, I think they got a little cute at times, especially when you're dealing with pacey guys and you're the last line of defense and you're way out there. Sometimes the best thing to do is just, like I said, put the ball back in, even if it's a long ball, recycle it into the other side, and just go there as now. Man is coming out now.
He needs it. He has been everywhere.
Chandler's coming out. Looks like Thomason is coming out.
Listen, I don't know what is. Chandler's having a weird game tonight.
Yeah.
He's having a weird game. He's been a couple times where he's just switched off.
Nice job by Chuck there to clear it as the Bees player had it.
Minutes. You know, I'm glad to see Caden get a rest, a little bit, you know, go out. Because, you know, they're going to come back firing in the second half.
Yep.
3-1 is not insurmountable.
3-0 late game. Yep, it's not. You know, 1 goal and, you know, well, maybe not a 2-goal lead. You know, 1 goal does change the perception. And that will skip off the top of the Bees defender there, and we'll go off of, and RCB will go the other way. As last 2 minutes, very crucial for both teams. It's like I said, if you're the Bees, you could really use a goal here. But obviously for RCB, if you could find a way to get 1 more before half, you could really start thinking about salting this away here.
Sure. Well, but you know what? I want to see a shutout. I don't think we've had one this year.
We have not had a shutout this year. So, you know, and here, well,
as a goalkeeper, you want that clean sheet. You do not want to have to say you give it up a goal.
Good job by Chuck to come back and
good defending, Carson Bennett.
Carson Bennett gets
that
in the
one
way.
That one could have been tough.
As JD Ford, here comes, and that will be off of the Bees there, and a little bit of a mistouch. But there's a good opportunity, and fortunately for RCB, it goes wide, and with 1:20 to go,
take a little time.
Yeah.
Is this like East Fairmont is making a fashion statement, Steve? These headbands, like these guys, I don't know, maybe there's some Karate Kid type stuff, but I like it.
As Wyatt Christop will get up there and see if he can almost gets it to Gandon, just a little over Gandon's head. As here comes Carson. A little bit of miscommunication between him and McCain.
That was kind of a Jackson Kane is not getting a great. I thought he had that.
I say
he's not getting a great that much great service. He's making some good runs. He's not getting the ball he needs.
Yeah. Well, that ball should have been try to go over the top instead of to his feet, because he was going to make the long run, and he plays it short. And as Eli Knotts fights here, and there's McCain. Good job by McCain fighting in. He's still fighting. That's off of the Bees. Yeah, good call, ref. As
no hurry to take the throw.
Let's say 16 seconds to go. As RCB will probably be content to take this 3-0 lead into halftime. That seems to be what they're doing here. As he'll throw it into Bennett, Carson. And Bennett, and we'll just
let it go.
Let it go.
Steve, halftime thoughts?
Like I said, I think I really like the fact that when RCB's had the chance, they've been able to finish it. That's been, you know, the difference, I think, because the Bees have had a couple good opportunities, but when the time has come, they haven't been able to find a way to put one in the back of the net. But every time RCB's had a good opportunity, they found a way to put it in there, and that's usually the difference in.
Harrison County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Harrison County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
40. Stiff on the midfield, down the near side sideline to the 30, the 20, the 10. They're not going to get him. It's a Robert C. Byrd touchdown.
And we're back on the Robert C. Byrd streaming network. I'm Gabe Rhodes.
I'm Stephen Kennedy.
And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're still tuned in. I hope your heart rate's doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
We had a pretty exciting first half.
Yes.
A pretty dynamic first half. You know, we've got a top two, a top striking duo here at Robert C. Byrd. But you know, East Fairmont isn't going away. They are industrious bees.
I already say the carpenter bees, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So
haven't had any honey yet, but they're drilling holes into the especially out wide.
Yep.
You know that if you are a burgeoning soccer coach, you should be watching how East Fairmont attacks this RCB defense.
Well, both teams I think have done a good job attacking wide because RCB does the same thing and then coming back, and especially if you saw that one goal by Carson when he went out wide. Was it the last goal where Caleb Unego got his second goal when he went wide and then played it over, and then I can't remember who laid it off to. Was it Braden that laid it up back?
No, it was Unego laid it off to Braden, and then Braden just smashed it.
Oh, I thought that I was talking about the third goal. That was the second goal.
Okay, then it was.
Or maybe I'm thinking the second goal.
You're thinking the second goal.
Okay, but that once again we attacked on the edge, and that moves the defense over, and the same thing.
We have current scoring is Unego. Thomason, Unego.
Yes, it was Unego, Thomason, Unego. Yeah, that is the way it went.
Well, and this has been a pretty fast contest. I'd like to see Caleb get his hat trick.
Yep.
I'd like to see RCB just step forward like they had in the first half. This first 10 minutes is going to be really crucial.
I'm going to say if the Bees can get one here, that will change the whole complexion of this game.
Absolutely.
To make it 3-1. However, like I said, if RCB can get another one, then you could start thinking about keeping about putting some other people in, kind of get some people. That's been nice about the game, like against Williamstown, the game against. Philip Barber, we were able to get some of the younger guys in, and I mean younger guys is in the ones that aren't starting, like Bennett or Levitt or McCain. It's a nice job dispossessing Thomason there by the Bees, and here they come the other way, and they're going to play it up nice with some pace, but good job by Caden Min using his body, and he'll find a way to get through. As him as Bradley Burnett collide, but
no call.
It was two guys going for the ball. It was right. It wasn't a foul.
Right call there. Well, I'm interested to see.
And nice job by Hawkins to shield the defender. Chrislop made his presence known and go out and get the ball.
I'm interested to see here what the adjustments are for East Fairmont. Looks like Maddox Boyers is going up top. And he was really giving the center of the park fits in the first half.
Oh, yeah. He was
he's strong. He's got a strong upper body. It might be similar to Yanego in that he's got he's going to pressure the center backs, and maybe they're going to go a little more direct.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're going to push him to be a little he's hassling the defenders of RCB and trying to pick apart this movement and rotation offensively and defensively. Yeah. And test the discipline of Bird.
As RCB, they really put a lot of pressure on the fullbacks today. The Bees have, and it's
absolutely.
And obviously to this point, RCB has found a way to keep them out. But it's been a very tough effort for RCB to try to keep them out of there because they've had some good runs there. Just
absolutely, they've had some really, and it for East Fairmont, a lot of it is the length. They've got good industrious players, but they don't have a lot of players who are doing what Bird is doing in these triangles, linking play together.
Mm-hmm.
It is much more difficult as an individual player to dance through a bunch of people than it is to play, three guys moving together or two guys moving together.
There's that number
top.
One there that Levi Carpenter that really talk about Carpenter be
really industrious being
who was very it seemed like all the time, anytime they had a opportunity, he would seem to be somewhere in that really pushing it.
Right, and that's
here's a corner kick for the Bees.
That's interesting.
As long ball in, and it went out. It sailed out, and actually it hit out too, but it sailed out, and so.
Well, and as a right-footed player from that side, it's hard.
It is because
you've got to strike the ball, and you kind of have to bend it, or you have to strike it pretty directly if you're going to hit the ball that.
Nice ball by Chris up there, but the sun just caused a little trouble, and Thompson couldn't see it. But it was a good effort on his part. It was right.
It was good effort on his part to make the stop. I think he lost the flight of the ball a little bit.
Well, I was saying Chrislop. It was a good ball from Chrislop. Just unfortunate that Thomason just couldn't see it due to the sun.
Right. A kind of a raking pass here to Bradley, who's going to take an interesting step. Not bad. Not bad at all, young man.
And then there you go. Finds Thomason. Thomason's going to look. Yanego makes a nice run. There's movement without the ball right there. Caleb Yanego, he went.
Bradley came back like an industrious. Good step from Brad. No.
Can Thomason.
Oh,
my goodness.
Thomason, how did he keep the ball there?
He went through how many different Bs before
It's close. Listen, close control is foot skill is you can't always teach foot skill.
Yeah.
You can work at it and you can have good feet, but I mean to have it on a string like that is not easy.
That was a nice header by the Bees.
And a little bit of a mistake there from Caden Min.
As here comes the Bees the other way, and there it goes out for Levi there.
But
Levi's going to
defenders across and a good pickup by White Christopher.
And
White Christopher is telling his White Christopher is telling his defenders, calm down. Pay attention.
Max Boyers there ran right there. Had been a little bit closer, that could have been a goal there for the Bees. And
something happened there between Gabbert and Chuck because they are still talking to each other going up the
Okay,
up
as
the pitch.
RCB is going to try to push out here. Not a bad idea. Maybe not. Don't try to overextend.
You don't have to right now.
Yep. Well, the thing is, the tendency there is to run right up but then allow maybe him to go over the top. It's just, be controlled, go up as a group, keep your shape. That's one of the things I like how RCB has done is kept its shape a lot of times. And here comes Caleb Unego. It's tried to get to.
Well, they've done really good at keeping shape. They understand what the shape needs to look like.
Yeah. Because
it's not like, you tell a U10 or U12 player keep the shape. They don't understand what you mean.
Yeah.
When you watch these guys, they interchange positions of who's where.
Yep.
They're not all the same player. They don't have all the same attributes. So when you can rotate like that, it's really good.
Oh, here comes Maddox Boyers. What a
Great
save by Chrislop.
That is a great save by Wyatt Chrislop.
Yep.
And he is ticked.
Yep.
He's angry.
Yep. Well, and
rightfully so.
Yeah, because that was way too easy for the Bees there.
A good ball over tough.
But it was a good ball there, and fortunately, like I said, great save. And once again, I think that was a mistake there by Maddox Boyers, who was the.
Well, it's a mistake forced by Maddox. It's forced by Maddox Boyers' athleticism and his size.
Well, yeah. Well, what I was saying was he made a mistake because I think he could have taken the ball in a little bit more before he took that shot and make Wyatt have to commit more and then give himself more of a goal. But he took it a little early.
But even that far out of the goal to save the ball, and not along the ground either, like in the air.
Oh, here's almost a foul there, but I think that was probably a good no call.
Good job there by J.D. Ford
using his body there, and actually he will draw a foul there. As here comes Men will play that
rapidly change the ball.
As here comes
I
Boyers,
like that rapid restart idea because it can catch the defense off, but when your players up top aren't paying attention, it is not as good. You just gave a guy a free 30-yard run if he'd taken it.
As here comes, oh my!
Oh,
got cleared out. Just got cleared out.
And that is what happens when a goalkeeper has foot skills, guys.
Yeah, I would say did just enough to keep it alive, and fortunately was able to clear it. But RCB has had a couple of dangerous moments here, and there's definitely a couple of things they're going to need to clear up.
And a good ball to Jackson. Now that
McCain,
the center back comes across and clears it. But a good idea from Braden Thomason and good work from Jackson McCain.
Yep. As like I said, there's been a couple of plays there that's been a little lackadaisical, and I think that there's something Coach Min's done definitely talk to them about because fortunately none of those plays, neither play ended up as a goal, but Now,
ladies and gentlemen, here comes the most dangerous moment in this evening. The dangerous. Wow! Now, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, so I don't mean to scream. In the run up to the game today, Anthony Corsini, we talked about he's the number 4 assist maker in the state. He just very nearly had an assist from a throw in.
Yep.
If an RCB player had gotten on the end of that,
here comes another shot. Oh, what a save by Wyatt! Because that did not seem like it just kept kind of moving and stuff like that. That was a good shot. Yeah, I better say that was a much more difficult shot than it looked like when he first got it. And the Bees have definitely looked really good so far here in the first 10 minutes. I would say the first 10 minutes you gotta say advantage Bees so far. Fortunately, RCB has the 3-0 lead, but they definitely need to do a better job trying to hold some possession. The other thing is just honestly, they have such strong people. They want to counterattack. I know RCB has a way of playing, and against teams like this, maybe the best thing to tell your defenders against teams like this, just kick it out of bounds. Because they don't want to stop. They want to keep going. There's an offsides there if he had gotten over, but as we'll see if Wyatt will come off here. But I'm just saying, what they want to do is they want to play it up. They have a couple guys up top, and they want to try to get over the top quickly before you can get back and set. And so I'm just saying, against teams like that, maybe the best course of action is unless you have an obvious play out, just kick it out of bounds. Just give it. and just let your defense come back and situate, because that's not what they want. Because once again, Boyer's almost stole another one there in front of the,
and that's why.
Look at that move by Carson.
And there's a card. You better call that.
He'll call the foul, but not the card.
Listen, I appreciate that they're letting some things go and they're playing.
And for the most part, I think this has been a pretty clean game.
Listen, I don't think we've watched a game this year where I feel like it hasn't been clean.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, there's been a lot. Comparatively speaking, I don't think there's been a lot of, like, I would say, plays that have been one. I think give credit
tenacious from J.D. Ford.
I would say.
But I would have liked to see a card there.
Yeah. Here comes Thomason. Little miscommunication between him and Corsini. I think Corsini, he thought Corsini was going to continue the run, and Corsini, good step by Gabbert, but here comes that Boyer, and he's going to get not Boyer. That's number 2. That's Evan Parr.
No, it's 8. It's Boyer.
Oh, I thought that was a 2 when he got close to me. Maybe I'm. If it's Boyer, it's Boyer. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're fine.
Okay.
We can't see. Listen. We have binoculars, but it's a difficult view here in the.
I would say, and especially the white with yellow in this
hard.
bright sun, it just makes it a little harder to see. Yeah.
You might be right. That might be 2. Because that is.
Oh, and here comes a shot, and whoo! Oh man, wide open net. He just couldn't quite as it gets past.
Is that Parr?
Well, listen,
Parr's
the redhead.
Parr has been tenacious.
Yes.
He is, and that's what has changed a little bit. Asking questions of that center back pair.
I say the center back.
I apologize, Steve. I thought it
was 8 too for a long time, and then
but it's hard to
see. He came a little bit closer to us because he's been more on the far side than the near side. But that Evan Parr has looked.
But he's a basketball guy too, right? Yeah, I mean, again, basketball skills and football skills, or soccer skills. I mean, whichever sport. It translates.
In most of the world, it's football.
Right, and you play with your feet, the ball, football.
Yeah.
But that translates. Parr, as a basketball player, is a very good point guard. It's interesting to see he and the battles this season between he and Braden Thomason. That's gonna be a fun call.
As here comes like I said, RCB really hasn't had a lot of opportunities in the other end, and that's once again give credit to the Bees.
Right, and it's been they have really turned up the pressure.
Yep.
Oh man.
As with 27 minutes to go, RCB still up 3-0, but right now I would say pretty much all B's second half, and RCB is very lucky that it's still 3-0, as there's been at least a couple times that I think the B's should have probably put one in the goal. As here comes another chance, nice slide tackle by Corsini.
No, that's a good defensive play. I don't like, don't go to ground unless you absolutely have to.
Nope. Well, if you go to ground, you better get it.
Yeah,
that's always
you better get it.
Whenever I slide tackle, if I'm going to go to slide tackle, I better get the ball.
Well, and good work from Jackson McCain.
Yeah, because number 8. Now there's number 8. That is Mr. Boyers, and obviously he's a big guy. Oh, as Chuck
Parr is hassling. It's called the press in both games.
Yeah.
And Parr that. East Fairmont will press you.
Yeah.
Parr clearly is going to press you, and he's doing a really nice job.
One of the things that I think that he's giving the center backs here tonight a little bit of trouble is that they're used to being able to they're for defenders. Obviously, everyone we talk about, but a lot of times, let's be honest, some defenders, the number one thing is defend, and if their ball skills aren't the best, that's okay because that's not what. But at the same time, we have the luxury of having 2 central defenders that are very good,
that play well.
High level ball skills. But I think that he's kept them from feeling comfortable being able, because if they try to take that one touch and settle it down, Parr's just on top of them and taking that ball away from them.
Well, and they don't have RCB has been so good in possession so far this game.
Yeah.
that they really haven't had to be that accountable to the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
But this, he's doing a thing that number
speaking
9 is
of
Anthony.
Poyer,
there we go, Anthony.
Yeah, good job
learning
using
from
his
the first
body.
half, using his body in the right way.
I would say,
when you are a center forward that can occupy both defenders, it really changes how your game plan goes because it will open then the wide players.
Yep.
And we've seen number 1 from East Fairmont with a lot of speed. If he's on the sideline, looks like coming back in.
Yep. It will give him a break because that's going to be the key. Is can you keep that? Because whoever that in that par position, whether it's going to be par the rest of the game or they're going to try to interchange it, because that's a lot of running for whoever's in that spot. Because the idea is that they're playing a lot of deep balls, a lot of balls over the top, and he's got to try to run them down
and track it. And
track it. So that's a lot of running. So the idea is you're probably not going to have one guy. Here he goes again. Has got that deep ball. As here comes Caden Minnan, and that's what I was saying earlier. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do is when you got a guy right there. If you're a defender, you're running away, just kick it out. Let your defense come back. Let your guys kind of mark up and slow down this Bees attack, and
give yourself some time.
Yeah, give yourself a break.
The pace that they have played with over the last 17 minutes.
Yep.
It's been very fast.
Yep.
And that's not that RCB doesn't play at a fast pace, but you've got some young guys who may not be used to that speed.
Here comes Caden. Nice touch by Caden.
Caleb. It's Caleb.
Sorry, I mean Caleb.
You're good. But we've got to get some pace here.
Here comes Braden. Can he? Yeah, good job. Well, one too many players. But hey, it was a really nice effort on his part. Almost got through. As can JD, nice job.
JD Ford has been giving us.
Look, and he's going to keep running through it.
And that's what he needs to do. Put it in the corner.
Is it? What are they going to call? Are they calling a corner? No, they're calling a goal kick. Well, they're saying the woman just pointed a goal kick.
Okay.
So I couldn't see from this angle.
I
thought
here.
Maybe it would have been a corner just because I thought JD had a chance to save it and he didn't, and so I thought
he was tussling with the guy.
So maybe that was one of those things where he tussled and they didn't know, or it's hard to tell who is off of. It could have been as Gabbert's coming off here, and here's Thomason does a good job getting up. But once again, Bees with possession here with just over 22 minutes to go. Can Carson, nice move there, and here comes another long ball. Those diagonal balls, they've been really tricky for the Eagles. As good job by Chuck, though, fighting and just, stopping the counterattack, because that's what they want. They want
you need an athletic player, an athletic group to stop a good this is a good counterattacking team in East Fairmont.
Yeah.
And
LeVake almost had sorry, not LeVake, McCain. They both named Jackson, so I apologize. It's just hard, and they're one number away from each other.
Right. Well, but counterattacking soccer. No.
Well, it's the rule. I wondered because it must be just part of the ball, because I remember it used to be all of the ball, but every ref has called it the same. So at some point it's got to be, that's got to be what they're teaching them.
Right.
Here's another long ball, but there's a good step by but
Anthony
Corsini
plays it right back. I don't know why he did that.
Oh, here comes a goal.
And there's the clean sheet.
Yeah.
And there's a goal for East Fairmont.
And now they're back in the game too. So
right, and a mistake at the back.
Yep. As that is, I'm trying to see what number that is. If he could turn around, that'd be great. Is it number 20?
Hold on, I'm throwing it to the replay here.
I think that's 20. Yeah, now looking at him, it's 20. That will be Jared Turglowski, a freshman, as he will get that goal, and that will cut this to a 3-1 game.
That's a frustrating goal.
Yep.
That is a frustrating goal. And mistake from RCB.
Yeah.
It happens. Pick your head up and keep going.
Yep. As like I said, a lot of time left. To RCB better find something here, because they're
and RCB better. This is adversity. Face it. Answer the bell.
Yep.
because these guys, they've played well and they won a big game against Bridgeport.
Yeah.
And they want to think they're big and bad. Well, it's tough in the Big Ten.
Yep.
Great ball from Anthony. If
James
he
Barnett,
get there,
he's going to get there.
Get
Can
there,
he finish
James
it?
Barnett.
Can he finish it?
Oh,
No.
tough. But a great ball from Anthony.
Oh, the clock's not running. Clock's not running.
Oh, there it is. It's back. It's back. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a great ball from Anthony Corsini. And it's tough. You go one-on-one with the keeper to make that shot across your body with not your strong foot. I believe James is right-footed.
As with 21 minutes to go, RCB up 3-1. But so far this second half, it's been all Bees, and the Bees it was 3-0 at halftime. Now it's 3-1.
Well, and it's just, good touch there, Carson Bennett. Yeah. It's just the tough thing here is you're not being undone.
Here comes Caleb Unego. Can he get there? He's going to get right back on the fender, and the fender will play it out. But that's still a great play. At least one, you get some deep possession here in the other end.
But you're not being undone by crazy brilliance. This one was undone by a mistake.
Yep.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. It's something you'll work out in the training ground. I know that some of these guys watch these games. Mistakes happen. Pick your head up.
Absolutely. Trust me, and like I said, we talked about those diagonal balls. As a defender, I hate them. I hated them. Here can Caleb. Can
McCain get to it? Keep hassling him. Keep going.
Good
job by Jackson McCain there.
Gets it back to Bradley Burnett. Burnett will try to play it back in, but couldn't quite get over the top to Unego. But Unego will get it from Corsini, get back to Corsini on the give and go. Corsini will take it wide, and he will try to see if he can
pull it back
inside. He does a little bit. But unfortunately, there's no one to drop
I would have loved to have seen him put the ball across the face there.
Yep.
Well, but smart.
But Barnett does a good job.
JD, who tries to put the ball back in the center. That's a
Can
good
Bradley
play there.
get that? And here it comes, and probably here comes another long ball. Yep. That's what they're going to do.
The whole night. They're going to try. They're trying to throw long balls.
Yep.
And when you're a possession team, when you play a line, that 3/4 high or higher line, you better watch.
Yep. As with under 19 minutes to go, is RCB, and the one thing that the Bees have done a good job is obviously rotating people into those that front position so they can constantly keep people running, and because like you said, we talked about Caden and playing basically the entire game. I know Caden got like a little bit of a breather, but for the most part, it's been just those two having to deal with that. Good step by Caden.
But East Fairmont is consistently looking for that slide rule pass, like that splitting pass between the lines.
Yeah.
It's got to be something that they saw in film or something that they are just thinking, hey, that's tough to defend. We'll try it.
Yeah.
Because they keep trying to go outside in with those passes.
Yeah.
And for the most part,
nice job of getting the dispossession there. But another – as here comes, though, the Bees the other way as –
this battle between Parr and Caden Min has been pretty interesting.
As Caden Min couldn't. One of those things that it makes it hard is when you have to drop back and make that run and run up like that. Nice give and go there by Thompson and Barnett, but Thompson puts a little too far out there. Good thought, just a little too far for James and RCB. Like I said, looks like. And maybe to try to help with that speed, maybe that's why Thomason might be dropping back a little bit more, is because, we know how fast Thomason is, and there's probably no one who's going to be able to outspeed him. And so having him there might let them get an extra, get some more speed back there. So in case, they try to play those long balls, there's someone a little bit, not to say that anyone back there is slow or anything. They all have good pace, but
you gave up a goal.
You gave a goal.
And you are not worried about traditionally you're going to be less worried about Braden making a foot skill mistake.
Yep.
That is his hallmark. He's a good foot skill kid, and so it's about security.
Yep.
You can't just operate on a plan A and that's it.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
Nice.
and
Here
you
comes
see
Braden. As Braden does a good job of trying to clear here.
You see it in the professional game. He's trying to get it out. You've got to do it.
Yep.
Where you see players who, you bring in a guy. It's kind of like bringing in a closer.
Yep.
You're bringing in a guy or putting a guy in a place where he can lock down the center of the park.
I remember sometimes, like, if we had a late lead, if it's like a one-goal game, we had the late lead and we're facing a really tough team, we might go double stopper and go 5 guys back, basically, and just try to really gum up the works, because especially if we're tired and it's just like we're just going to try to gum everything up and just hold them out.
Well, and, how often this season have we seen Caden, Min, and Chuck putting their hands on their hips? We haven't.
Yep.
So 5 at the back. Now 5 at the back sometimes has its own difficulties.
Oh no, I understand the problems with it. I just was.
Well, no, but I know what you're saying. But it also should offer you some more security.
Yep.
And give you a guy who is
nice,
not going to.
Nice jump in front by the Bees, but good job by, I believe that was Caden there getting the clearing it. As with about 15 minutes to go, as here comes that number 1 that gave us a lot of trouble, and there's that Evan Parr has been giving us a lot of trouble here in the second half on the same side. Caden, good job
Parr
there
is
by
tough.
Yep, Caden was able to get just enough, and then probably trying to and based on the last play, you don't want that live ball turnover, and maybe that's what coach is telling him. Is like, look, if you're not sure you can get it to someone, kick it out.
Well,
don't
listen, athleticism is athleticism. It's hard to defend.
Yep.
And it is hard, especially in a day like today.
Yeah.
It's a weird. It's not cold, but it's not hot. You're in the sun. You've been in the sun all day.
Well.
It's hard to defend a guy.
And Evan
like
Parr is a skill player, don't get me wrong. But his speed is what is causing RCB. And I will tell you this. If you told me, as a defender, would you rather go up against a guy with a lot of skill or a lot of speed? I'll take the skill guy any day of the week, because I can. If he makes a mistake, I can catch him. But the speed guy, if I make one small mistake, it's over. It's done. I've lost.
I mean, we'll throw it back. Don't make me defend Corey Zinn. Don't make me do that. Because if he gets the ball in space, Mbappe, don't make me defend Mbappe.
Yeah.
And not saying I want this, because the skill guy Braden's going to unlock whoever he's going to unlock.
Oh no. But obviously, if you the most difficult is obviously people have both. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. But if you told me it's like, well, what gives you the most trouble a lot of times? And here comes another ball. Can Bradley?
The commentator's curse.
Oh
my gosh! Get back there.
That was one where if I were talking to them.
Good step, Bradley. Good step, Bradley. Now keep on your bike, sir. Keep on your bike.
Oh, there we go. Nice job, Bradley.
Anthony. Don't try to turn center. Oh.
Well, he saw Caleb, I think. And
that's a smart move. But that's quick counter. But
well, and there's where I would say, I know the idea is that you don't want to give up possession there. But unless that keeper is going to be 100%, as in like there's no one around when they're kicking it, then that's got to be Bradley Burnett turning that ball outside and either playing it out or maybe trying to see if he can find someone out the outside to carry it, like just inside the out of bounds. Because those are your options. You don't. Those are who you want. You don't want That's all. I mean, when I coached soccer, I was always telling my defenders just take that ball, turn it outside. Hopefully there's someone up the wing that you can pass it to. If not, you kick it out and then slow it down, because there's a guy right behind you, and if you lose it, it's a goal. And you don't want to give up that. The idea is it's like in basketball. Well, here comes Braden Thomason. Can you get another one? Oh!
That was tight, ladies and gentlemen.
That was tight. Great save by the keeper. But there was probably the first really good opportunity of the second half, I think, for RCB, as Thomason puts one there, and it had some pace behind it, but unfortunately, and good save there by Nicholas Myers, the keeper there, does a good job of parrying that away with about 12 minutes to go.
Let's see a good delivery here from this corner.
As here comes Chandler Walls puts that in, and can
not a bad idea. Kind of a flat ball there. To the near
Here's
post.
another long ball, and we'll see here as they'll try to work. Now, see, this is fine because, obviously Chrislop has plenty of time now.
Right.
And it was and also a nice ball by Byron said, yeah, that was going to be a foul on Gabbert.
Yeah.
The only question was it going to be a continuation or a foul, but yeah.
Well, and then Bradley is lucky there on the follow-up. He came through the East Fairmont player pretty hard.
So with about 11 minutes to go, key part of this game, because obviously if the Bees can get a goal here with over 10 minutes to go, it's a brand new ball game. Oh, here it comes, and here it is, and there is Evan
again,
Parr.
the commentator's curse. Steve, you got to stop calling these shots. That's a goal from Evan Parr.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a ball game.
Yeah, 3-2 now as RCB it's been cut to a 1-goal lead as that diagonal ball once again just couldn't get any type of touch on it, and
now I know exactly what they're going to see in training all week.
Yep.
But it's hard. That is a hard thing to defend, especially when you've got a guy up top with strength and speed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one thing that's kind of frustrating for me is RCB kind of tried to hold the lead.
Yep.
They went away from what they were doing well in the first half, and what was getting them goals and getting them possessions, and that's not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why. Because this is a tough team, East Fairmont team.
Yep.
But it's the nice thing here is to see. I see Chuck. I see Anthony.
Okay, I've already said that we were waiting on Sean Clayton. I guess Sean must have. I don't know what Sean was. Maybe talking to somebody. I don't know.
I don't know if we had VAR or what, but he said something to somebody on the sidelines.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we missed the replay. We were gotten in a talking, trying to figure things out.
Yeah. As Corsini's going to play it deep there. We're going to try a little deep ball game, and can Caleb get there? And unfortunately, it will roll off of him and stay with the Bees. But Braden does a good job dispossessing as he looks here to see if he can find someone. He'll find Chandler Walls. Chandler tries to get to Carson.
Carson puts it over to Anthony. Going to rotate the ball here out to the other side.
I would say, yeah, that's a good idea. Change the point of attack. As Carson there, and
I'd like to see a little bit more we're not seeing a lot of change of attack, like point of attack. We're not getting a lot of passes.
Yeah.
Over.
Nice throw in there. I don't know.
Corsini,
I believe.
I hate to give him credit, but it is that corner or that throw in of Anthony Corsini's is a weapon. He's really good at it. And as a pitcher for the baseball team, he better be.
Yeah. As Corsini looks here, gives it back to Carson, but Carson will dribble it out. So with 9 minutes to go, the Bees will have possession. But here come some more Bees as a new swarm comes in. And
they're buzzing along.
Yep. So 3-2, 9 minutes, exciting end, but a bad throw, fortunately, RCB. Hopefully they can take advantage of it. And here comes a long throw. JD Ford put a goal. Oh, come on, JD!
Oh, my goodness. And that better be a corner.
No, they're going to call it a goal kick. They're saying JD got the touch, or at least that's what she's calling.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. But good industry from JD Ford. JD Ford is giving them some tough minutes.
Yeah. Good job by Braden to get in front of that one, but and here comes Caleb and Braden trying to see if they can find a way to get one back and try to help put this one away.
I don't understand. Here's the thing that's bothering me. Maybe it's been commentators' curse for us, but it doesn't seem like the same fluidity that we had in the first half.
Oh no, not even close. Yeah.
Like they're not looking for each other like they were in the first half. They're not moving for each other like they were in the first half. And maybe they're tired. That's possible.
Oh, nice stop there by – they're going to call a foul there as the Bees will have a free kick here about, 35,
40 yards out.
Yeah, so dangerous situation here, RCB. Oh, they're going to – he's stopping the clock. Yellow card on Corsini.
Is it yellow? Please, was it yellow?
It was yellow.
So that in the high school game, you have to go out, right?
Yes, at least for a play. So they can literally have them step off and then step right back to the midfield stripe if they want to.
Well, and I'm sure that he's getting frustrated.
Yep.
No, but they for most of the game they have been playing really well.
Yeah.
They've had a really dominant performance in the first half, and they're getting chirped at this half.
Yeah.
They're really struggling right now, and 7 minutes is a long time.
Yep, 7.5 minutes to go. RCB needs to try to find a way to get some possession here and see if they can hold
on to the ball.
Hold on to the ball, yeah.
We don't need. I mean, yes, I think you need to go for goals some more to really make East Fairmont back off.
Yeah.
But you got to hold on to the ball. You have the technical players to do it.
Yeah.
Hold on to the ball.
Long ball in, and fortunately for RCB, that's a little too far for anyone, as the clock should be running right now.
All right, it's running. It's good. We got it.
As with 7.5 minutes to go, RCB will have a goal kick here, 3-2, up 3-2. And that one, unfortunately, will go out off a Christop. You hate to give away the possession there, but I mean, I guess it's better to be on a throw-in than a live ball turnover. It's same thing in basketball. People talk about, in basketball, when facing a pressing team, coaches have always said, like, hey, I'll give up a dead ball turnover. Oh, can someone step in? Oh, thank goodness Carson Bennett was able to get there.
Oh, my. Listen, for just a split second, I thought we were about to see a penalty call.
Yep.
And that would not
There's
be
J.D.
good,
Ford.
Good job, J.D.
Ford.
Good job.
And then knowing they didn't have the numbers, and here comes
a good recycle of play and go back at it.
Yep. As he'll try to get it up to Yanego. It's still in. Can he find – he looking for Ford. Ball's still in there somehow.
I would love to see a J.D. Ford goal right now. Again, sliding like that, do not do that unless you get the ball.
Yep.
And he didn't.
That's such a dangerous play. He did it from the backside. Unfortunately, he did not get Caleb in the ankles, but that could be that's a card if he doesn't.
At the very least.
At the very least, can Braden try? He tries again, goes back up to Caleb. Caleb will try to play it in. As here comes Braden with the ball. Can Braden find a way to? He tried to lay it off, but I don't think him and Gabbert were on the same wavelength. But fortunately, I think that will tip off that'll tip off
listen,
the
keep
beast,
the pressure.
Keep the pressure.
If we are going to do this right, if they're going to keep this lead, they have got to keep control of the ball. They've got to be smart with it. And they have not been this half.
Yep.
But it's been uncharacteristic. Like we're not normally this sloppy.
Very I say this. I mean. And I think Coach Min would.
He's gonna go like I was gonna make a joke at the first half that Coach Min has adopted the Ted Lasso style for this season. He about to bring out the lead tasso, okay?
Yep.
He about to bring out the Miss Crim.
Oh, but here comes another playthrough, and here it is the other way.
Up to par again. No, is it? No, it's not par.
Good job coming back for Carson Bennett.
And gets it back out.
And here comes.
Woo, a good step there. Now, if he can get this ball to Yanego.
Yanego's got it. Can he put it in? Can he put it in?
Yeah! Caleb Yanego with the hat trick, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, did we need that, ladies and gentlemen. The Eagles needed the hat trick from Caleb Yanego tonight.
Yeah, see, they did. That senior leadership when the team needed you to make a play because things weren't going your way against the pace and just find a way to put that in the back of the net. Great job by Caleb Yanego. Yep. So RCB now with a 4-2 lead with 4:47 to go. Obviously, still need to play hard, but obviously got to take a little bit of a breath here if you're RCB.
And feel a little bit better.
I'll say that the last couple minutes have looked pretty good. I mean, most of the half we've not looked good, but we've been able to get it down there. We had some nice possession. That was a nice counterattack. And good job by Caleb to find a way, and good work by Braden getting the assist there. Perfect assist.
But listen, let me tell you something. This is going to go out to Mr. Post, our athletic director. Start giving the kids the ball. The hat trick is not easy in soccer.
Yep.
And that is an accomplishment against a very, very good East Fairmont team.
Like I said, all year East Fairmont had given up 5 goals total, and Caleb Unego, and then that's in 5 games they gave up 5 goals, and Caleb Unego by himself just put 3 against them.
Right. And look at this now. They have got to be tired. What is going on?
I better say I don't know why Coach it's a clock. There we go. Okay, clock. It was a clock issue. What happened was somehow the clock was put at 40. Somehow got to 40:32, but now it's on 4:32, so everything's good. All right. So with 4:32 to go, RCB up 4-2 on the Bees.
Well, and thank the good Lord.
Yep.
In my home, we would say he is an on-time God because that goal could not have come at a better time.
Yep.
Absolutely. And clinical from Caleb Unego.
Well, here come the Bees again, so RCB needs to
they better wake up.
Wake up. But Cresslip will come over there. Good job of just coming over there, falling on the ball. Taking your time.
Playing like, a much older child.
Yep.
Like a much older performer.
Yep. Taking as much time as you can, getting the nice boot out, just getting it away, letting your lines reset. As McCain tries to fight for it, good job by Bennett there. As Carson will fight there for the ball. As 3.5 minutes to go, as here comes Thomason. Thomason's looking here, and look at that! He just nutmegged
a kid with a little dance, but the kid came back.
Came back, yeah. That's that Levi Carpenter that's looked really good today.
He's looked really great. Now, Steve, I'm going to put a bug in your ear here while we got a couple minutes left. I need you to think about your stars of the game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to think about some the growth we've seen tonight. I want to talk about that when we get done here because you're home and they face some adversity tonight.
Yes. I mean, that's the thing. If nothing else, assuming that RCB, knock on wood, can keep this score line and can get out of here with a hard-earned victory against this very talented East Fairmont team, Min does a good job playing that out. Having some adversity and then seeing if you can. Nice step there, I believe, by Chandler.
Well, and just overcoming it. And,
And here comes Caleb. He's going to try to play forward. Is that for J.D.? Yeah, J.D. Ford.
Love to see J.D. Ford get a goal tonight.
He doesn't have the numbers, though, but that,
But he tried to play it back to his guy.
Yeah, no, he did the right thing. He did the right thing. There's, right now, though, obviously, up a couple goals late, you're trying to make sure you don't get hit with a counterattack, so you're not going to have a lot of numbers forward. And, give credit to East Fairmont for getting back and –
right,
and with numbers to stop that, but it was a good ball out there by, I believe, like I said, Chandler.
For sure.
Ooh, that was a nice little move there by Carson Bennett.
Well, I want to know if Carson Bennett is playing at an ODP level.
Yeah.
When we were kids, they would call it ODP. I don't know if ODP is still a thing, but that's classy.
Yeah.
That is skill that smart. It's soccer smarts.
Yep. As Chuck does a good job clearing the lines with a minute and a half to go, and here comes – he's going to try to get to McCain. McCain's going to get to it. Can McCain make the turn?
Good step.
Can he get it in? He's there, and he collides at the keeper. But great run by McCain, and it was a good ball by
good save by
Braden, and good save by the keeper.
What grade is that keeper in?
The keeper for the Bees is a senior, so this will be
senior ball from a guy,
Yep. So with about a minute to go, McCain's going to keep fighting here, see if he can get a goal.
Driving. I mean,
there you go. He's going to go across the goal.
Centering pass there.
Caleb almost had 4.
Ooh, I don't think Caden thought the ball was coming to him.
Yeah, Caleb. I thought
that was a great ball from Jackson McCain.
I'm going to say that came almost.
I mean, great. That's what you need to do. Is that kind of.
Yep.
As a wing player.
Yep.
And Braden Thomas is going to come back pushing the ball again.
Gets it to Unego. Can Unego make it 4? No. Oh, almost slipped through.
Almost little dribble there.
Yep. So half
that one that would have been the reverse commentator's curse there, Steve.
Yep. So with about 23 seconds to go, RCB
on its way here.
But the Bees are going to see if they can try to get one more. Nice little header there to try to, as Carpenter tries again, but going to see here. Oh, that's going to be a card.
That might be a bad card. I don't think that was intentionally bad like that.
Yep.
And classy of Chuck to go in and say, "Hey, are you all right?"
Yeah.
But he
are they going to? I mean,
retroactively, I don't know.
Sean's kind of standing there, but I guess with 5 seconds to go in a 2-goal game, I think both teams are just like, let's just, game's over.
Well, and Chuck helped the guy off the field.
Yep.
But
he needs to keep his arms down.
Yeah, that was a momentum thing.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything intentional about that, but he's got to be more careful.
Right.
So, speaking of tonight's game, like I said, we could, obviously Caleb Unego is the star. The 3 goals, needed every single one of them. And Braden with the assist and the goal. I thought Christina looked pretty solid today.
Yeah. Got to stop running that. Got to stop talking.
Okay, so that's the only thing he needs to, just.
But I'll tell you who the linchpin guy for us tonight, to me, is Carson Bennett.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And maybe we probably have said a little too much for a freshman to get, but if you don't have Carson Bennett, the driving 8, the box-to-box guy, pushing the play forward, Corsini does that too.
Yeah.
But Carson does it, and carrying the ball 40 yards is not easy, or 30 yards, 20 yards. And his passes are clean and they're efficient. He doesn't make turns when he's not supposed to and into problems. Wyatt Chris had I would say a transformational game tonight.
Yeah, he had a good game. Yeah.
He had a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, he gave up a goal, and I'm sure he's not happy about giving up his clean sheet.
Yeah.
But that wasn't his fault.
No, and it's just one of those things that definitely if you're Coach Min, there's definitely some things on game film that you're going to be looking at and talking with your guys this week as you go into a game Thursday against the Fighting Irish, and Saturday, and then Saturday once again here against
Nicholas County.
Nicholas County, I looked them up. They're doing. Hold on, let me see, because I have the ranks for the team, and I'm pretty sure they're ranked. So, let me see.
Well,
here.
but and another guy I want to talk about is J.D. Ford.
Oh yeah, J.D. Ford had a great game. Yeah,
I thought J.D. had a good game. I think we stay with that, but J.D. had a good game. Bradley Burnett had a good game.
Obviously, I love the way Bradley
I love some
played.
of the minutes Bradley gave us tonight. I think that good shout for the defense had it tough. The unsung guy is Caden because he's the coach's son.
Yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to step away here as we get a break here between the guys and the girls game. This has been the RCB Streaming Network. I'm Gabe Rhodes.
I'm Stephen Kennedy.
And we'll see y'all in a bit.
Bye.